What's up, everybody? We have Austin here who has been using a part of the program called sports betting arbitrage, where basically what it is we take the risk out of sports betting because, as Austin might know, and I know myself, sports betting for the most part is a losing proposition, right? There's a reason these casinos make a lot of money. So we actually take advantage of that. So I'll let Austin explain what he's been doing, how he's been doing it. But Austin, give yourself a quick introduction. Who are you? Where are you from? Give the rundown.
Yeah, so my name's Austin. Live in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, to be particular, which does throw some curveballs at me since Missouri does not have legalized sports betting. So I have to travel over to Illinois about every other day now. But it's not a big deal. It just kind of comes with the territory for me until they legalize it here in Missouri. But been started doing the sports betting. It was January 27th of this year. Done it since then to today. We're up about 6,800 at that since that point. And I've
Nice.
definitely gravitated towards more of this arbitrage betting. That is definitely that is my bread and butter now. That's for sure.
Cool. Explain to me or explain to the audience, like, what is it? Pretend I don't know anything about sports betting. Like, what are you doing?
All right. So arbitrage betting, to kind of put this in the easiest terms, you're pretty much hedging your bet. So for example, say I have one bet on FanDuel, and that exact opposite of that bet is on DraftKings. What's great about OddsJam is that it tells you which two books are going to have the better odds for you, where you can actually bet on both sides, and no matter what the outcome of that game is, you're profiting.
Sounds too
So
good to
that
be true.
that at this point, the arbitrage, I I thought it was too. I was very skeptical. I didn't believe it for anything. I was like, this is bull crap. They got to be lying to me, because I'm a big sports bettor. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to bet quite often, but now I'm betting and I'm constantly winning. So I don't think I'll ever go back to just normal betting. That's for damn sure.
Well, that is good. So tell me about with the arbitrage, like, so I know there's arbitrage, right? We have arbitrage and there's also expected value betting. What is like what do you see yourself making per month profit? Like, what are you doing right now? And like, how much time are you putting into it as well?
If you're enjoying the content of the video and want to learn how to make a side income with sports cards, I spent the past 3 months putting together a training to show you exactly how it's done in detail. Sports cards has allowed me to live a life beyond my wildest imagination, and I'm thankful for the hobby every single day. That is the reason I teach sports cards, and I'm so passionate about it. At the end of the training, we offer a paid program where you can work closer with me. However, I do not want you joining until you've watched the training I put together. It will show you exactly what's inside the program and how to make money with sports cards, and from there, you can make an educated decision. If you'd like to sign up for the training, either scan the QR code on the screen or text the word Eric to 973-755-9486, or click the link in the description. Just to repeat it, if you'd like to sign up and watch the training, scan the QR code or text Eric to 973-755-9486, or click that link in the description. Now let's get back to the video.
All right. So, and I worked this up a little bit, so I got some pretty good numbers. So on a daily basis, whenever I go over to Illinois to actually make these bets, I spend about 3 hours total. That's about 25-minute drive there, 2 hours to make 2.5 hours to make the bets, and then another 25-minute drive back home. So safely about 3 hours a day I spend on this. And I broke it out in the past. I mean, recently, if you look at just the past month, from March 7th to now, I'm averaging about around $50 an hour of work. So the reason I broke it up that way is because that would kind of show me, I can compare that to any hourly job.
Yep.
And obviously that blows what I make hourly out of the water. So arbitrage betting would definitely be is definitely the way I'm gonna go, but or at least lean towards more. One thing I have kind of picked up while throughout this process So we started with 14 different sports books. Some were I consider overseas, or I call them overseas, and some I call Illinois books. Technically, they're available in other states. That's just kind of how I categorize them. And
Yeah.
now I've narrowed it down to just 12 books that I'm using uh pretty regularly.
Nice, nice. So okay. And what do you see? I'm curious. So you're making, it sounds like $50 an hour. You're spending 3 hours a day doing it, $150 a day. So you're making about, call it 3 grand a month. Where do you see this capping out at? Like getting into expected value betting? Like what do you see like for the future in the next few months?
Me
I'm curious.
me personally, I'm sticking to arbitrage. And to be honest, because the positive EV stuff is just a little too roller coaster ride for me. But
Yeah.
with the arbitrage, I know whatever bet I make, I'm winning, and that is just something I can't. It's hard to grasp. I understand that, but man, whenever you
Yeah.
start actually doing this, I mean, I was shocked to put it lightly.
Yeah. I
So, like
know
me
it's
personally, I'd like to keep going with the arbitrage. Like in the past, and just to let everyone know, I don't go over there and bet arbitrage every single day. So in the past 36 days, I only went 18 days. So I'm not
okay.
going over there every single day. Now,
I'm curious
go
if
ahead.
you lived in Illinois, how much money you think you would make? Say you lived there. What do you think
Oh,
you'd
I'm
be at?
talk. Oh, I would if I lived in Illinois, this would probably I could make this my full time job, and I'd be making at least $500 a day minimum.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
the
not a
biggest
bad
part
gig.
about hell no, it's not. But the biggest part about it was like a lot of the bets that come up are more prop bets, and for prop bets, you're not really out here betting $500 to $1,000 per bet. Like my
Yeah, you
most
gotta
that
lower
I'll
it.
bet is 250 is normally about 250, and that's even pretty high. That's probably as high as I can really get on some of these. But on some of these books where I've won a good amount of money, they're starting to limit me a little bit. But that's because of my own the way I was trying to put in some of these bets. So it's kind of been this has all come with a learning curve, that's for sure.
Oh, fantastic! That sounds like it's going well for you. Well, Austin, I do appreciate it. I'll give this a post to Discord and YouTube and all sorts of good places. Keep crushing it. Hopefully, they legalize it in Missouri. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would make your life a lot easier, and you make a hell of a lot more money, and you'd probably be able to go at it full time. And sports betting full time as a job, that's not too bad. So, um,
Exactly. And most people get they're like, what? Sports betting a job, man, you're just a degenerate gambler. I'm like, hey, you would normally think that. I've explained it to a few of my friends, and I know I've got some of my friends already ready to jump on board. So I'm pretty excited about being able to show this process to more people and let other people put some money in their pockets.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's degeneracy, but it's calculated, smart degeneracy.
Exactly.
That
That's what we'll go with for sure.
Yeah, it's calculated. I know it's a hard thing for anyone listening to this. It's a hard thing to grasp, like guaranteed money, because that doesn't usually exist in life. But in this
Yeah,
case, it does. In this specific
exactly.
case, it does, which is cool. Well, Austin, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I know you're a busy guy, but thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, not a problem. You have a great rest of your day.